विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशकारिणे वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नित्यानन्दनमस्तुभ्यं प्रेमानन्दप्रदायिने कलोकल्मषनाशाय चानवापतये नमः। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनाम्ने गौरत्वीशे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। वेलकम एवरीबॉडी। From today onwards we will discuss this book Brahma-saṁhitā. This Brahma-saṁhitā is written originally. It was composed. Original compiler was Śrī Brahmaji, but Śrīla Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Śrīla Prabhupada, the spiritual master of our Abhay Charanavind Bhaktivedanta Swami Śrīla Prabhupada, he has written the commentary of this Brahma-saṁhitā book. The original commentary was written by Srila Jiva Goswami, and Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj has again explained this Brahma-saṁhitā with the help of Srila Jiva Goswami's commentary of this book. So, what is the you can say the subject matter of this book? It is a very important scripture, and it is from knowledge point of view as well as from devotional point of view. It is very important book. First of all, the main significance of this book is described by Srila Prabhupada in the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, that our tradition, our Gaudiya tradition, the Siddhant or the Tattva of this Gaudiya tradition is Achintya Veda Veda Tattva. So this philosophy was described in this Brahma-saṁhitā book, because when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went in the pilgrims of South India, when he toured the South India, at that time in Adikeshav temple he found this book Śrī Brahma-saṁhitā, and this whatever we are speaking, this is the 5th chapter of this book. It is this Adikeshav temple is coming under the province of Travancore, Tamil Nadu. So South India, we know that the pure devotion was originated from the South India, Dravid Desh. So it comes in the Tamil Nadu state. Now the details, or you can say the information given in this book Brahma-saṁhitā is vivid, and there are various different section, and you can say very diverse book. It contains very different concepts such as the Kam Gayatri, the method of devotional service, the 18 syllabus of Vedic science, a discourse on the soul, fruitive activities, explanation of Gayatri, Kam Bij, and the origin of Mahavishnu, and the special description of the spiritual world, especially Golok Vrindavan. And it also explains the demigod Ganesh, the Garbhodaksha Vishnu, the origin of Gayatri Mantra, the form of Govinda and his transcendental position and abode, the living entities, the highest goal, and the goddess Durga, the meaning of austerity, the 5 gross elements, the love of Godhead, impersonal Brahma, the initiation of Lord Brahma, and the vision of transcendental loving, unable one to see the Lord, as well as it also explains about mind, the Yog Nindra of Mahavishnu, the goddess of fortune, the devotional service in the spontaneous ecstasy, incarnation beginning with Lord Ramchandra, deities, the conditioned soul and its duty, the truth about Lord Vishnu, prayers, Vedic hymns, Lord Shiva, Vedic literature, personalization and impersonalization, good behavior, and many other subject matter is also described. So this is the overall content of this book, and especially what I have realized from this book is it describes about the position of the Golok Vrindavan, Lord Krishna, the Vishnu, and Vaikuntha, as well as the spiritual realm. What are the planets available in the spiritual realm, as well as what is the condition of this material realm. The material universe, the goddess Durga, the superintendence of goddess Durga, what is the position of the conditioned living entity, and how the conditioned living entity can be transferred into spiritual realm. So this is very important book. And Śrī Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he has written this book in 1932 in the Calcutta. The year Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he explains about the forward of this book. He says that it was found necessary to publish this book, small book, for the use of English knowing people who are interested in the aim of transcendental truth in their manifestive phase. The theme delineated in the text of this book is quite different from the ordinary heaps of the poetic mundane literature, as they are confined to our limited aspiration of the sense. This book was found in the South some 4 centuries ago, and it is again brought into the light in the very same century after a long time, just like a worshipping of goddess Ganga by offering her own water. So here Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj says that although this book is very small, but the contents delineated in this book is very significant, and it is just like glorification of the Supreme Lord by using his qualities, by using his pastimes, just as the water, the goddess Ganga is worshipped by his own water. Similarly, the Lord Krishna is worshipped by the glorification of his own qualities and by his own pastimes, right? So here we will start the forward. The main thing that Śrī Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj says about the absolute truth. We know that everybody is hankering after a truth. Now the spiritual living entities and the conditioned living entities, both are living entities, means both are active principle, means they have tendency, they are dealt to desire. Now in spiritual entities, they are dealt with the devotional service. They are also after truth, but they are after absolute truth. But the conditioned living entity, they are also seeking after a truth, but that truth is a relative truth. Suppose whatever we are thinking, we can see in this material world that everybody is hankering. For example, someone wants to become a very famous person, means to become a famous, we can see and we can perceive it also, but after some time that famousness will be destroyed, will be vanquished in the due course of time. That means although it is a truth, but it's a relative truth, it is not a permanent or absolute truth, right? Okay, one example. Second one, someone wants to become a richer, someone wants to become a billionaire or millionaire person, but after becoming a billionaire or a very rich person, that wealth will be withdrawn in due course of time. As soon as we give up this body, we will lost that wealth. That means we can perceive for particular time frame, we can perceive it, but in due course of time we will lost that wealth. That means that truth is also a relative truth, but every truth in this material world is a relative truth, means it remains for some time, but it vanquishes in due course of time, right? But in spiritual world, the truth is different. Absolute truth is completely beyond our sensual perception. We know in the Bhagavad Gita that in 15th chapter, Bhagavad Gita says that there are two types of living entity, Kshar and Akshar. Kshar means the fallible and Akshar means infallible. And above this Kshar and Akshar living entity, there is a super soul. Beyond this both living entity. And he is independent to both these living entity. And the absolute truth, the meaning, the you can say substance, the point that I am making is the absolute truth is completely independent. It is a swara, totally independent. We cannot perceive it by our limited sense or aspiration of our senses. And Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj here explains very beautifully that the materialistic demeanor cannot possibly stretch to the transcendental autocrats who is ever inviting the infallible, fallen conditioned souls to associate with him through the devotion or eternal serving mode. Here, whatever pastime that is happening in the transcendental realm, transcendental autocrats, that are always inviting the conditioned living entity to again come into the kingdom of God, not to remain in this material world, because this material world is temporary and it is asat, means it will not remain a permanent, means it will be changed over a time. Similarly, the body, whatever object we are seeing in this world, this is all objects are changing. That means whatever position we right now possess, it will be changed. So there is no meaning of rich or poor. There is no meaning of to become a famous person or to become a very worse person. There is no meaning to become educated or illiterate. Why? Because this position in this world, this is the changing. This world is called a sansar. Sansarati iti sansar means it is changing at every moment. This is called sansar. But the spiritual realm, whatever pastime, whatever things is happening in this spiritual world, this is the permanent, and the spirit soul means we are eternal. So that pastime, what is happening in this in that spiritual world, that pastime, they are always inviting the conditioned living entity to again come into their constitutional position, so that they can always enjoy. They can, you can say, they will never experience the misery in the spiritual world. So here it is said that material demeanor is very you can say, you can that very narrow-minded, right? This is here again ahead. The Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj explains the phenomenal attraction are often found to tempt the sentient beings to enjoy the variegated position which is opposed to undifferentiated monism. People are so much apt to indulge in the transitory speculation even when they are to educate themselves on a situation beyond their empiric area or experiencing jurisdiction. Here the jurisdiction means whatever we are thinking that are under the modes of material nature, means our perception, our speculation that are under the modes of material nature. So whatever thing that is beyond these modes of material nature, we cannot perceive it. Even we cannot speculate. Whatever we are speculating, that is our on our jurisdiction. Whatever limited poor fund of experience we have, on that basis we are speculating. We are just imagining that this thing will be like this, or this thing would be like this, but actually we do not know what it is. This is the difference. In the Mahabharata also there is very important verse that tarka apratishta shrutayo vibhinna naso muniryasya matam na bhinnam dharmasya tattvam nihitam guhayam mahajano yena gatasya pantha. The explanation is tarka pratishtha. By the argument we cannot establish the principle. Why? Because the tarka is apratishtha, means we cannot establish. Whatever you see in this material world, everybody's mentality differ according to their knowledge, according to the platform, according to the position of the knowledge. The one object, it will be explained in different angles according to the vision of the people, right? So if one, according to their vision, according to one narrow-minded perspective, if one establish the principle, then it will be wrong in another circumstance, right? It is one circumstance. Under one circumstance we have described the principle, we have established the principle, but if the circumstance is changed, then what will be the value of this principle, right? Tarka, if we have established that tarka into a siddhant, right? But we can see that tarka pratishtha, by just one argument we can not establish the principle. That means tarka pratishtha shrutiyo vibhinna. There are many literature, and everyone's literature differs according to their mentality. Shrutiyo vibhinna. There are very much variegatedness in the literature. Shrutiyo vibhinna. And naso muniryasya matam na bhinnam. And until and unless one's thought is deferred to other speculators, then that person cannot considered as a thoughtful person, because that thought is not, you can say, differing. That means everybody's thought is differing. So what can we understand? What should we should follow so that we can understand the absolute truth? We are talking about absolute truth. Absolute truth is totally independent. So according to their desire, according to their mercy, that His mercy, we can understand the position of the absolute truth. Otherwise there is no possibility to understand Him, because He is totally independent. If He gives the right to understand His position, then only we can understand. Otherwise there is no possibility to understand. We can speculate for the some time being, but it is not sure that actually we are understanding him, what actually he is. So this is the difference. The main thing, whatever the sampradayas and whatever the streams of the knowledge is found, that are based on our criteria, based on our designation. You know, in this Kali Yuga, especially the age of hypocrisy, many people have the cheating propensity, and they are, you can say, they meaningfully cheat the people. They know that our principle is wrong, but to hide that principle, they give some decorative instruction to their disciples, so that they can be attracted for that you can say their path. Devotional cult, there are different varieties of cult, but this bhakti cult is specially based on the footstep of the Mahajan. So the other, it is said, the esoteric aspects. The esoteric aspect is very important. The esoteric means very variegatedness. The one object, I already explained that one object is defined by various angularities based on their knowledge. That means the one object can be explained in very different angle of vision. But what vision is right, that will be decided by whom? It will be decided by only the Mahajans, the great personality, right? And what are the great personality that are described in the Śrīmad Bhagavatam? The Śrīmad Bhagavatam describes that there are 12 authorities who can give the knowledge, the Dharma Tattva. The 12 authorities as follow: Swayambhu, Narada, Shambhu, Kaumara, Kapilo, Mano, Prahlada, Janaka, Bhishma, Balli, Vayasaki, Vayam. So this verse is from Bhagavatam. It describes about the 12 authority who can give the correct knowledge about Dharma. Dharma means the whatever course, whatever the rules and regulation defined by the Supreme Lord. Dharmasya Tattva. And the another definition of the Dharma is that what Supreme Lord describes, that is the Dharma. Whatever Supreme Lord speaks, that is the Dharma. And here the esoteric aspect comes. There, esoteric means very different variegatedness of one. Only one object can be described in different angle of vision. This is esoteric aspect, and these esoteric aspects often knocks them to trace out immanence in their outward inspection of transitory and transformable thing. This impulse moves them to fix the position of immanent to an indeterminate impersonal entity, no clue of which could be discerned by moving earth or heaven through their organic senses. Here we can understand that even if the person, not only in this earth, if the person in the heaven also, if they speculate about their spiritual realm, that speculation can go in a vain. It will be only the waste of time and only the excursion of labor. Why? Because we know that in this Brahma-saṁhitā itself, it describes that Panthastu koti shatavatsara sampragamyo vayo rathapi munaso munipungavaanam sopyasti yad prapada simni avichintya tattve govindam adi purusham tamaham bhajami. Means Panthastu koti shatavatsara sampragamyo. If one go by the speed of mind, we can understand the speed of mind. If one person travels by the speed of mind to reach the spiritual realm, he cannot reach. Why? because Panthastu Koti Shatavatsara Sampragamyo Vayorthapi Manaso Muni Pungavanam Sopyastiyad Prapada Simni Avichintya Tatve Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Sopyastiyad. Even if the person travels by the speed of mind, he cannot reach to a spiritual realm. That means if the person cannot reach to spiritual realm by the speed of mind, then what to speak, to understand of the spiritual world? There is no possibility unless and until we can follow the footstep of this Mahajan. This first Mahajan, the progenitor of this universe, he himself describes about the position of everybody. Means the position of the Lord Krishna, his abode, Golok Vrindavan, the position of Lord Narayana, the Vaikuntha, and the position of this material world, and the position of the conditioned living entities, and how the conditioned living entities is entangled in this material world. So we should first very leniently we should understand, we should accept the instruction of the scripture. In the 4th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, it also says that Sansayatma Vinashati. The very verse it explains that Sansayatma Vinashati Nayam Lokesti na Paro na. The actual verse of that is, I forgot that verse, but the meaning, the translation of that verse is if the person wants to understand the knowledge, then first of all he has to become receptive. As soon as he becomes receptive, he should not have the sanshay or the doubt that our superior or our spiritual master is saying, right? If the person has a doubt, then he cannot even understand the knowledge, right? He will be only the imagine the position of everyone. He whatever mental concoction is have in their mind, he will just think that it would be like it would be like that, but it is uncertain that what actually is. So here we should follow the Mahajan. Here Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj, he also says that we should, if we follow the footstep of the progenitor of this phenomenal, would do a great help in taking up the question of nomenclature, which is possessed of adequate power to dispel all imagination throughout of our experiencing the phenomena by their tentative exploitation. This is the tentative exploitation, means we know that in this world everybody has cheating propensity, exploited by the superior person. So we know that somebody is exploited by someone. So to come out from that exploitedness, he will again exploit the another person. So this cheating propensity remains in this material world. This is the trend of this world. So if we want to draw out from this tentative exploitation, then we have to take the help from the original progenitor of this phenomena world, because this phenomenal world, whatever experience we have, that is limited. So if we want to understand the spiritual realm, then we have to follow the footstep of this Mahajan, especially the Lord Brahma. And this book is very, very explicitly describes about the position, everybody's position. I have already read the every verse of this book, and every verse is very very delicious if we want to talk about rasas, and from knowledge point of view also it is very very highly you can say recommended by every authority that we should read that book. Now the words come the Krishna. If we talk about the word this Krishna, then everybody has different. I already told that if he wants to give the nomenclature of the word, the description of this word, then someone may say is the creator of this world, the you can say seed giver of this world and whatnot, the entity beyond the phenomena. So everybody's perception differs according to their knowledge, our poor fund of knowledge. Someone may say is that it is untouchable. It should have it should have no conceivable designation. Whatever designation we have in this world, we know that the creator, it should have no designation. It is invisible, inaudible, untouchable, non-fragrant and unperceivable. These are the mentalities of the so-called philosopher who is just speculating, who are giving that different philosophical aspect, esoteric aspects according to their vision. But we should understand that the original nomenclature of this word Krishna, that is described by the creator of this world, phenomenal world, and Lord Brahma, he himself describes about the position of Lord Krishna and the word, what the Krishna means. The first verse, now we will move to first verse, that Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanat, means Ishvara means controller, Parama means supreme controller, Krishna, Sat, Chit and Anand. We know the Satchidanand entity. Sat means eternal, Chit means full of knowledge, and Anand means blissfulness. Sat, Chit and Anand. Ishvara Paramakrishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karana. Anadi means he has no beginning. Anadi, Adi means beginning, Anadi means he has no beginning, and Adi, he is the beginning of everyone. Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. He is the cause of all cause. We know this material world is manifested by the efficient cause and material cause. First, in the dormant stage, this material world remains in the Pradhan. Pradhan means the material substance that creates this material world. That substance are called as Pradhan. And now, the efficient cause means the rays or the eye vision of Lord Mahavishnu, when that rays depicts on that substance Pradhan. After that there is a disturbance in that Pradhan, and after in the Mahat Tattva there is a Pradhan, and after disturbance there is the creation of this world by the material cause. So these there are various cause, material cause, the efficient cause, but the cause of all causes is Lord Krishna. So this is the meaning of this verse. The Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. We know in this world everybody is Ishvara. Ishvara means controller. Everybody has a different circumstance. The controlling ability can differ. Someone may have a controlling power for one family. Someone may have a controlling power for one society, one that district, one village, one state, one country, and someone may have controlling power over this world. But we should understand that this controlling power is only given, that power is given for only for some time being. We are not a supreme controller, right? In the Shvetashvatar Upanishad it is said that natasya karanam karyam karanam cha vidyate natad samascha abhikam cha drishyate parasya shakti vivideva drishyate swabhaviki jnana bala kriya cha. Means no one is equal to him and no one is above to him. To him means no one is equal to Supreme Lord and no one is above to Supreme Lord. Means everybody is under the Supreme Lord. And the Kathopanishad, Mundak Upanishad also describes that Nitya Nityanam Chetanas Chetanam Eko Bahunam Yo Vidudhati Kaman. Means the Supreme Controller has controlling power over all subordinate entities. That means Lord Krishna is the supremely controller. Nobody is equal to him, right? Parama Ishvara, Parama Krishna, Sachid Ananda Vigraha. His body, his constitution is Sachidanand Vigraha. We know that this body, our material body, that body is composed of 5 gross element and 3 subtle element. These are material body. Material body is composed of matter, right? But the spiritual body is composed of Sat, Chit and Anand. These are the elements, the basic elements of configuration. Sat, Chit and Anand. And as a part and parcel of Lord, we are also Satchidanand, but we are minute. Nitya Nityanam, Chetanas Chetanam. We are also living entity, but we are very minute living entity. So that's why we can be covered by this material nature. Supreme Lord is not covered by, because he is a Vivu and we are Anu. And in the Srimad Bhagavatam, very important verse says that Apashyata Purusha Purnam Mayam cha yapashrayet. Means when Vyasdev, when he meditated over the position, then he realized that the Supreme Lord is totally different, totally beyond from this material nature. He is controlling deity of this material world. And the spiritual living entity, we are the living entity, we are under the modes of material nature, and the Supreme Lord is completely beyond from this material nature. That means he is a supremely controller and he is not the part of this material world. We can understand that when Lord Krishna, he appears in this world, he cannot pertain, he is not accepts the he does not accept this material body, because he is already beyond this material nature. There are many person who has you can say this knowledge that Lord Krishna is also a human being. He is not human. He may be appear like a human, but he is a Supreme Lord. He is totally different from our, you can say, this material body. His body is composed of Sat, Chit and Anand. Totally different, totally independent. And Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. Anadi means no beginning. He has no beginning. He is Abhikya and Swarat. In the first verse of Srimad Bhagavatam, it says that Janmadyasya yatah itaratas Janmadyasya yatah, very beautiful verse. Anyayad itaratascha chartheshu abhigya swarat tene brahma hridaya adi kavaye muhyanti yat suraya tejo vari mridayat yatha vinimayat tatra yat visarvam rusha damna svena sada nirasta kuhukam satyam param dhimahi. This is first verse, and this verse is also a description of the Supreme Lord's position. What is the position of the Supreme Lord and what is the position of this Maya, or means material nature, and what is the position of the conditioned living entity, and what is the constitutional activity that should be performed by the living entities. So Damna Svena Sada Nirasta Kuhakam means the Supreme Lord, he is always you can say beyond this material world, right? Dhamna Svena Sada Nirasta Kuhakam. He has nothing to do with this material world, because this material nature, it is the energy of the Supreme Lord. It is the inferior energy, Aparashakti. Parashakti means the Supreme Lord is his own potency, Chit Shakti, and this is Aparashakti. And this living entity means we are a marginal potency. So we can understand that he has no beginning. He is the Anadi, and Adi. He is the beginner of everybody. Whatever manifestation we can see in this world, these are it was manifested in the past, and it will be annihilated in the future. Means there is a cycle of manifestation and annihilation. This cycle remains in this world, but the Lord Krishna is not the part of this constructive cycle. Means manifestation, demanifestation, means annihilation. But we are the part of this world. So we are not a beginner. The beginner is Lord Krishna. So that is why he is attributed as Adi. Anadir Adir Govinda. Govinda is also one of the name of Lord Krishna, because he tenders the cow. Govinda means he is tendering the cow. He is very lovingly associates with their cowherd boys and themselves of Vraja, right? Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam, all cause of all cause. I already said that cause means the whatever we can see, whatever manifestation, whatever thing that we can see, it has a cause, Karan, right? But if we can see the Karan of the Karan, Karan of the Karan, means we can see the chain of this cause, then ultimate cause will be a Supreme Lord, Lord Krishna. He is the cause of all cause, because he is the origin of everything. In the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, it is said that Aham sarvasya prabhavo mattah sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvita. Means I am the creator. I am the creator of everything. Aham sarvasya prabhavo mattah sarvam pravartate. By me, everything is created. Means mattah sarva iti matva. What if the person can understand, then he will be engaged in my devotional service. So we should understand the supremacy of the Lord Krishna. He is also the bluish black complexion. In the upcoming verse, we will discuss about his attributes, his quality, and the position of the Golok Vrindavan. Very, very descriptively it is written in this book. And in next lecture, we will discuss very explicitly about this position of Golok Vrindavan and the position of every our material world and spiritual world, Mahavishnu, Lord Narayan, the living entities, and the devotional service, the importance of the devotional service. So now we will wrap up this class, and we will meet in next class. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.